On the Road with Machinery Pete is brought to you by John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer.
Well, it's a saying we continue to hear from farmers across the country. Yields aren't just good, but better than expected. But it's that surprising momentum also showing up on the dealership lots, like William Nobbe and Company in Waterloo, Illinois. That's where we're off to this week as we head on the road with Machinery Pete. For Daryl Cates, Harvest 2017 is now in the books.
It was a real, rather easy harvest this year.
And as he looks to 2018, he's reflecting on a harvest outcome he didn't expect.
Yields were surprisingly better than I was expecting. Beans, I don't know where they came from because we went almost 2 months without any rain.
It was that dry summer that Cates thought robbed his crop of yield.
On the beans, especially, at one point I was a little nervous because when they were over $10, I was pretty aggressive and I had sold 80% of my crop. And so I was a little nervous of whether or not we were going to make that, but no, we've actually got a few more yet to sell.
It's the better than expected storyline playing out in fields across Illinois.
We've had some parts of our territory, it's like right here as an example in Waterloo, it's been extremely dry. And I guess what I'm hearing more so than is everybody is saying it's better than they expected.
With better yields come better outlooks on farms, and that's motivating some farmers looking to buy larger equipment like combines.
We ran a promotion actually in end of July into August and tried to get after some of the S-Series combines. We had a lot of those. Our goal was to get from 41 down to 25, and we got to 29, so that was pretty close. Anyway, we were happy with that.
I think the demand is obviously greater than we thought there would be, considering commodity prices where they're at right now.
Even with better yields, not every farmer is eager to buy.
I think we're going to hold off one more year now.
But for those farmers anxious to upgrade, Machinery Pete says values are finding footing.
Used combine values are kind of in a holding pattern. And it surprises people when I tell them that. They assume, times have been tough here the last few years, values must be dropping a little bit. But actually what we've been seeing on the auction market, values pretty much flat. Going back to like the start of 2016.
As values look to be on solid ground, he says more buyers are coming online.
It's fascinating to look at the search traffic data, and I'm finding that it correlates very closely with the auction price data. So if we isolate combines and looked at the third quarter of 2017 and compared it to third quarter of 16, I think the statistics are something like it's 30 to 40% increase that we've seen this year. So to me, that speaks to the solidifying of the combine market.
A very clean, low-hour machine.
We have more people looking for used combines this time of year.
No matter the hours, Machinery Pete says it still comes down to condition.
And as we come to the end of 17, what we're seeing is if a combine is in really good condition at auction, there's a surprising amount of heat on those when they come up for sale.
Combines this year chewed through hefty crops. And with potential tax cuts on the table, the rest of November and into December could be a good time to buy.
I actually just talked to our CPA yesterday about that, and he actually does farm equipment dealers as well as farmers. And he's encouraging all his customers because of the potential tax cuts that are coming, that it might be, he's expecting a good finish on 2017 actually.
The ups and downs of agriculture is nothing new, and considering Nobbe and Company has been around for more than 100 years, they've seen it all.
We actually started out with all the horse-drawn equipment.
From horse-drawn equipment to controlling parts of a combine from a smartphone, technology is opening the door for more than just better yields.
What's interesting about the technology is you got to be a little more educated buyer now, because what you have for implements or what you have for existing equipment, when you're going out and looking for machinery, you got to make sure that what you want fits what you need.
And it's what's next that's already on Nobbe's mind.
I think even farmers would tell you that that's the wave of the future, is being able to remotely monitor machines and service machines.
He says it's that piece that's been a challenge. But as the technology evolves, its challenges cultivating opportunities on farms that could ultimately raise the bar on farming yet again. Well, when we come back, Machinery Pete rejoins us for a rare find here in the U.S. Tractor Tales is next.